In today's lesson, we're going to make a microwave chocolate cake. It's quick, takes 4 minutes to cook, really simple, and it's perfect for a quick dessert. I'll guide you step by step how to measure the ingredients carefully, mix it, and use the microwave safely. My name's Kate, and I'm a high school food technology teacher. For this recipe, you'll need 160 grams of butter, a cup of sugar, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of vanilla, that's the wet ingredients, and the dry ingredients, a cup of flour, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. You'll also need a microwave dish to cook it in. I'm going to cook it in this glass dish today. I've also cooked it before in a circular dish, or you can actually cook it in the bowl as well. As long as you smooth it out, it does work out. Okay, we have to measure out 160 grams of butter. So get a bowl that can go in the microwave and will also be able to fit all your other ingredients. Put that on your scales, and then you want to get it to 0. So mine says on 0. We don't want to weigh the bowl. So I press that and I wait till it turns up as 0. Now I start putting my butter in. So I'm wanting to get to 160 grams. So I've cut it into chunks to put it in. Okay, that's 45. I need a bit more. 79, 159. Okay, now I only need 11 more grams. So instead of putting a whole big chunk in, I'm going to carefully cut off small sections until I get close enough to 160 grams. All right, that's 163. Only 3 grams off, so that's fine. Now you need to melt this in the microwave. Do it in 20-second bursts, giving it a stir in between to make sure it doesn't splatter or burn. As you can see, that's melted. Now we're going to whisk in a cup of sugar. So remember, when you do measurements, you don't want it to be going over, or you don't want it to be going under. You want it nice and level with the top of your cup. So tip that in and then just give that a whisk. Doesn't need much at all, it's really just to mix it together. Then you're going to add in your 2 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. Crack your eggs into a bowl first, just so that if there's any shell you can easily get it out. 2 eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla. When you're measuring your vanilla, hold your teaspoon over the bowl so that if any accidentally does spill out, it's not going to make a mess. Give that a whisk now. That's all the whisking we're going to do. So get off all the extra mixture. Now we're going to mix all the dry ingredients in. So it's a cup of flour. Sprinkle that over the top. 1/3 of a cup of cocoa. And then 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, to make sure it's level. So this time, when it's like this, you measure it over the baking powder so that anything that's extra falls back into that. So you might want to get a knife to make this level. So I see it's a little bit going over. So nice and flat, and that means it's exactly 1/2 teaspoon. And we'll sprinkle this over. Now we just need to mix that together. I'm going to use a spatula for this because that way I don't have to dirty another spoon when I transfer it. So just start mixing slowly to begin with, otherwise you might get flour and cocoa everywhere. Little mixers, scraping around the edge every now and again. And you just need to mix this until it's incorporated. So it's getting there. There we go, and that's that made. Oh, I can just see a little lump. Okay, now you don't need to grease your dish. So I'm going to tip it in here, hold it in the center, and use your spatula to carefully scrape it all into your dish. Okay, and then smooth this out just so it's flat-ish. Okay, I'm just going to use a knife to scrape off that last bit there too. In my microwave, this cooks on 4 minutes on high. So if you don't change your setting on the microwave, it'll always be high. All right, this is what it'll look like when it's come out of the microwave. Now make sure when you get it out you wear 2 oven mitts. It will be hot. So there'll be a few dimples on the top, be about that high. You can eat it straight away warm. So if you want to scoop it out straight away, show what it looks like. So it's sort of, see, really moist and fudgy. Might be difficult to see, but it's, yeah, really nice fudgy, moist consistency. Today you practiced measuring ingredients, mixing a smooth batter, and using the microwave safely. So well done. Thanks for joining me today, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to cook next time.